In this video, we're looking at Exam 1, Section 2, number 2C. It asks us to compute the derivative of the following function and simplify our answer. Here is the function that it gives us in number 2C. It says y is equal to the tangent of x times the secant of x. Okay, so there is a function inside of a function. We call that the composition of two functions. Certainly, we're going to need to use the chain rule to do this. Okay, so let's see what we get. So let's think about dy dx. I'm going to use the chain rule. I guess the first thing is, let's just think about what is the derivative of a tangent. Okay, the derivative of the tangent is a secant squared. So the derivative of the outside part is going to become the secant squared of all of that, x times the secant of x. But we can't stop right there. We now have to worry about what is the derivative of the inside part. And you see, the inside part is actually the product of two things. It's the product of an x and a secant of x. So when I multiply times the derivative of the inside part, I'm going to use the product rule. So let's think. What is the derivative of just x? The derivative of just x is 1 times the secant of x. And now I have to add. How about just the x? This is just the x times the derivative of the secant of x. Well, what is the derivative of the secant of x? You must remember that the derivative of the secant of x is the secant of x times the tangent of x. In these brackets, what is it exactly that is in these brackets? Well, what's in these brackets is the derivative of x times the secant of x, using the product rule. How does the product rule work? It's the derivative of this guy times that guy plus this guy times the derivative of that guy, right? Okay. So can this be simplified at all? Honestly, this really can't be simplified much more. It's tempting to try to pull out secants. It doesn't get us much further. If you like, you could leave the answer that way. I will factor out a secant from the second term. So this is the secant squared x times the secant of x times the secant of x times the quantity 1 plus x times the tangent of x. This really can't be simplified any more than that. And I'm going to go ahead and box this in. I would most likely also accept the version in the line above it.